Today is moving day, at least that's what they call it. It's the second day of my 3-day tournament here at Third Coast Championships. The first tournament that I'm ever playing MA1, so let's get ready real fast. I'm trying to really make sure that I'm not unfueled for my round. Like I have everything that I need, because if my round goes bad for something preventable, like not having enough food or not having enough water, and that's just totally on me, and I don't want those outside factors to really play into that. I want it to just be based on how I'm playing. Yesterday these shoes held up pretty well, except at the end they kind of started hurting a little bit because they have a little more arch than my foot does. Overall, pretty solid finds. 8:50 right now, and my tee time isn't until 10:15, I believe. But this course is a Sand Ridge disc golf course in Bridgman, which is actually a nicer looking course than the other one. The park here also just looks way nicer than the other park, and this is actually a 20-hole layout. Today the game plan is still just to go out there and get a bunch of birdies. It'll be fun that I'm on a card with Eric again and we'll be pushing each other, but I'm really trying not to focus on other people's scores because it's really just me playing against myself, because even though I am playing against other people, this is only the second round. There's one more round to go, so I don't have to worry about anyone else's scores, because when I do that, sometimes I don't play as good as I can because I'm just worried about beating them instead of playing to my best ability. And I have a lot of faith in my best ability right now, especially after what I did yesterday. Putt's feeling good. 2 hit the floor out of like the 20-ish that I shot. One of them was from 45 feet, and then because that one was wet, I missed a 25-footer because it slipped, but putting is feeling good. And you know what they say, the shorter the shorts, the lower the score. So I got my backhand warmed up, my forehand relatively warmed up, didn't feel great, and then my up shots got warmed up too, because those are some of the most important shots in the game. One of the good things to realize right now is that my shoulder feels not good when I'm doing forehands, because I'm sure my adrenaline gets going. I'll warm up a little bit, but right now, I'm really needing to focus on that. That's better. These are the types of shots that can add or alleviate a lot of stress to your turn. Not as confident as I was. There we go. Alright, so here we are stepping up to hole number 1. It's about 380 feet, really wide hyzer line that you have to take, kind of over the road OB. I'm pretty nervy on this first throw, and I decided to throw my more stable rive. I could have thrown one that was more understable and maybe been a little better. Nervy.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Hole 2. Just missed my second 45-footer. I like to focus on goals. First 3 holes, just warm up. Hole 3 ended up taking a birdie, but hole 4 and took the first bogey of the round. I just totally rushed that putt though. I was like, oh, it's easy, and claimed it off the band because it slipped out of my hand a little early. So unfortunate. One of the things I really wanted to work on was bouncing back after a bogey, and luckily I got a turkey after that. Nothing super interesting until this hole, where I decided to record just smacking this gap. But this is the 4th hole in a row that I've thrown a good shot that skipped under the basket and gone 50 feet past. I guess I'm gonna try to pad my circle 2 stats, even though I made 0 circle 2 putts today, because I keep throwing 50 feet long, dude. At least I hit the gap. I'll have one. So here's my lie. Another 50 foot obstructed by some branches. And these type of days you really need your circle 2 putting to be on, which it was not for me. I'm throwing 50 feet past the basket. Just totally smacked the first tree off the tee. It felt like a good shot. I've been throwing way too hard today. Luckily, I pinned it with my up shot from about 200 feet out, which feels really good. So that's a positive. Playing all right. I don't know my score. I'm interested to see. This shot is pretty interesting because they set up 2 soccer goals as triple mandos, and you have to play from your previous lie if you miss either of them. Oh no. No, that's good. That's good. I was so scared for a second the way I've been throwing too far. Shut up.
Good job.
Now we're moving on to hole 18, last hole of the day, and this is probably the most consequential decision I made all day. Dropped the river, and I threw my grace, and I think I made the wrong choice. I really thought I had to power up on it instead of powering down on my river, and I'm still 400 feet out on this par 4. Decided to throw this really big sky hyzer shot, and there was a headwind, and it literally pushed my disc backwards. I thought I threw it perfectly.
That was fantastic. Oh!
And then I still left myself with 200 feet, which is a pretty routine, just forehand up shot.
Oh, early.
Left myself with 55 feet. It still looked to save the par though.
Come on.
Did not save the par. This is my first circle 2 putt that I threw over the basket. Everything else is pretty on line. Missed the comebacker. End up 3 putting to finish out. 6. Wow.
OB.
6. Alright, well, I'll back tomorrow. It's okay. So we just finished up round 2 here at this other course. 20 holes, lots of birdies to be had. A lot of the wooded courses kind of had a lot of luck to it. And I'm pretty disappointed in how I ended up playing. Just taking that double bogey and moving into tomorrow. I probably shouldn't have. No, I should have run that putt. That last putt, I should have just made the comebacker for the single bogey. I'm still in second place. I guess I say still because I always felt like I wasn't in first place because I didn't have the outright lead. I'm 4 strokes back now though, but I know that I can come back and potentially win this. Tomorrow we're both playing blind, the leader and me. I have a bunch of people now chasing me down because there's a bunch of people who are 1 stroke back from me and then 1 stroke back from them, except for that last hole. I mean, I was 6 down. I was only 2 strokes off of the hot round today, and I had a bogey in there before the last hole. And if I would have just parred out, if I hadn't tried that stupid over the top shot and just done a simple forehand up, another chip shot, or just made no, it doesn't even matter that I made that stupid shot. That was a dumb shot to do. But all I really needed to do was put my zone close. And my forehands haven't been feeling phenomenal today. Honestly, this whole tournament, there were so many more birdie chances out there. I missed so many circle 2 putts. I think I might have made 1. I don't think so, though. I don't think I made a single circle 2 putt today. But my disc selection just hasn't been feeling good today. And I don't know if that's been uncomfortability with the fairways in my bag or with the mids in my bag, not trusting the stability of them. But going into tomorrow, I'm definitely a little sad at how I played, but I know that there's a chance. And the mental game that I think I need to bring to tomorrow is that I can win. The one thing that I think I have going for me tomorrow is that tomorrow's course is more of a bomber course. It's a par 69, where all of these have been par 54. This was a 61 because there was 1 par 4 and it was 20 holes. But tomorrow it's 18 holes, par 69. Long course. So the name of the game is just going to keep it in bounds and keep it in play, but I am going to have to get aggressive if I want to win. Luckily, my rating, as you'll see my scorecard at the bottom here, still 931 rated, which is above my rating, but it didn't feel good, especially that last hole. If I would have shot 2 strokes better, that would be like a 950, 960-ish rated round. But I'm hoping to kind of reset tonight, get mentally focused, feel confident. I'm going to probably practice some step putts for probably 20 or 30 minutes here just to make sure that I know that they're on. But we got one more day. If you want to follow along, here's my PDGA number. Tournament rating is still 960 something, so that's pretty solid. Really happy to be playing up here, and I'm happy that I'm still lead card. I'm second, so I'm gonna need to put it by the basket. I'm gonna need to be putting lights out. Just go in tomorrow with a ton of confidence, especially knowing it's a longer course, and I love those courses, and hopefully we'll be able to get the win. If you want to hear my mindset going into MA1 from MA2, check that video out right over here, and the whole playlist of my in the bag as well as first round recap is gonna be right down here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully a little bit happier because we got a win, or at least had a really good round.